And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the Moonfire Faire event, which is a seasonal event which comes around each year. We did cover this event last year, but it has changed for 2014. I am joined by Jayu, Honey Jade, Zelly, Texture Pack, and Glor Findel, or aka Panda from Eternal Dawn. Say hello.
Hello everyone!
Hello!
So what you need to do to start this event is talk to one of the Moonfire Faire chaperones, which are in the different towns, and you can find one in the amphitheater of Gridania or in Aldar. I'm not sure if it's like the Ruby Road Exchange, but but all of them will send you here anyway to Limsa. We're now at the Alf Castle, just south of the Drowning Wench in the upper decks of Limsa Lominsa. So we need to talk to this lady here. So the quest is called The Streets of Moonfire, and it says, an adventurer without a guild is no adventurer at all, and one chaperone of the Moonfire Faire is determined that you should do your part. Okay, so let's see what she has to say. She says, adventurer, you, who else would I be talking to? If you call yourself an adventurer, you better come help out with the Moonfire Faire. Have you heard of the fair? It has origins in the Bombard hunts we started 5 years ago. Fire, dancing, incineration, what's not to love? But the fair isn't just about demons. As a matter of fact, there aren't any Bombards about this year. No, this year we're going to show the folk that adventurers aren't just about making funny faces at Bombards and carting around ashes. Which is, they're talking about what the event was like last year and how they're saying it's better.
Yeah.
So she says, are you with me? You're with me. Well, go on up to that big lummox over there. That's Chief Chaperone Hermiga. But not dressed like that, you don't. Put on a Red Lady's Yukata first. Else, how's Hermiga to know you're serious about helping? Don't have one of those? Well, don't worry, I bought mine from one of the Moonfire Faire vendors for a modest enough sum. You'll also get a new set of garb later for helping. Cool, so seasonal event quest accepted, so let's go. I need to pick up one of those outfits, so I'm going to buy one from this Moonfire Faire vendor.
Yep.
So obviously I need the female one. So which one is it? The red one, right?
Yep.
59 gil. Okay. Right, let's try it on.
Ooh. Me like.
Okay, so now let's talk to Mr. Chairman over here. So he says, I'm big. No, he says, so you're here to muck in and churn it up for the Moonfire Faire. That's the spirit, the adventuring spirit. Come to think of it, that's what the festivities are about, isn't it? The adventuring trade has hang my tongue, has a figuring problem, see? The common folk can't figure out what we do, beyond doing that hither, doing this thither. Okay. What we need is a real adventurer living by the sweat of her brow, showing everyone how it's done. What we do, you know, mucking in, living it up, making it real. What else? Oh, it's about the children. I don't rightly remember why, but it's about the children because they grow up, that's right. Where would the guild be without the next generation? Getting old, that's where we'd be. I don't know about you, but I'm not spending my golden years crafting ingots. I might be. So, so we figured, or one of the other chaperones figured, I don't go to all the meetings. There should be free adventuring events. There's a prize for each one, and we'd be extra appreciative if you do all three. So, you ready to do this? If you are, I'll show you where you can find the events. Okay, so let's complete the quest. So now we can accept 3 more quests. So the first one is called Drench It, Moonfire Faire. So it says, the summer heat and the festival spirit make a combustible combination. Who better to put a damper on things than you? and I will get the Lady Yukata red fly. Okay, so let's accept.
Is the one I'm wearing at the moment.
So, ready to muck in. Wait till you see this event. It's a real scorcher. The chaperone that came up with the idea, smart as a stitch that one, calls it the rousing dance. Clever, huh? Most folk think we adventurers just slay demons and punish miscreants. Nothing wrong with that. If I don't mete out a good beating once a moon, I go a bit crazy. But we've other skills that are going mostly unused. Fighting fire is one of the big ones. Did you know there's a whole lot of adventurers training these? Hang my tongue, these beast things to put out fires? I didn't. They're massed in Lower Lenosia right now, near the entrance to the Blind Iron Mines. Was I supposed to go inspect? Maybe later, but you should go now. Just take yourself out there and give a friendly yell to Ophelia. She's a Moonfire Faire chaperone, and she'll find you a beast thing for the event. Yeah, so that was clear instructions. So let's accept the next quest. It's called Blast It, Moonfire Faire. So it says, unlike other guilds, the Adventurers Guild in a family-friendly organization, as you will prove with explosive flair. Okay, and this, I'm guessing this one is in Fanalan. And this will give you the Lady Yukata blue fly. Okay, so let's accept. So, ready to churn it up? I named this event myself, named all of them, but the other two got shot down by other chaperones. But this one was a winner. I call it the Canon Do spirit. Demon slaying's always a crowd pleaser, but parents of little ones can be a mitch touchy about the hacking and slashing. What I figured is you need to keep it dry. So we decided to use cannons instead. More civilized like and crispy was my way of thinking. That's why I sit in the big chair. Family friendly, that's what I am. Since when does the Adventurer Guild have cannons? Well, I could never resist something complimentary, and the Maelstrom was, what do you call it, decommissioning a few? They're safe enough. You've seen their like along the parapets of Aleport. The action's down in Salt Strand in Lower Lenosia. The chaperone in charge is, hang my tongue, I'm ever muddled up playing folks' names, Mayaru Moyaru. He'll show you the ropes. Okay, so that's the second quest. So are all of these quests in Lower Lenosia?
One's in the middle.
Yeah, one's in the middle. So have to go for one in Zephyr Gate, I believe, so
that's cool. So the third one is called Explode It Moonfire Faire, which will give me the Lady Yukata pink fly. So it says, life is short and the night's too dark. This you know, as do adventurers who dare paint the sky with reckless fire. So, ready to make it real? Then there's an event over in Middle Lenosia, a very cherry bomb it's called, and it's just about captures everything adventuring's about according to my way of thinking. We're resourceful is what we are, and we find the fun in even the gravest of dangers. Take the recent years. There's beastmen rustling about everywhere, making some afraid of their own shadows. Here in Lenosia we've been bled but good by kobolds. There's a lot of folk been burned by their alchemical contraptions, like those damn bombs. You know about bombs? You can kill them dead 1,000 times, but if the core's intact, they'll just pop right back. You've got to blow them up good, core and all, and that's where we come in. Bomb disposal, that's an adventurer's basic, but do the common folk know that? Not many do, and we'll show them. But we'll find the fun like we do. We'll dispose of the bombs in fireworks. You're the very woman for the job, fearless and merry both. You and Jay Nango should get on like a house on fire. You'll find her in the northeast of Zephyr Gate out in Middle Lenosia.
yep, see?
Cool. So let's go to Middle Lenosia first. So let's go through an Aephorite.
Yeah, I would suggest Middle Lenosia first because that kind of event, let's just say, is a bit tricky.
Cool. Oh, nice. It's quite close then to the gate.
Yeah. Recognize the symbol on top they have? Well, not yet anyway, but afterwards.
So let's see what she has to say. Ah, cutscene. So, welcome to a very cherry bomb, and a very good day to you, fellow adventurer. If you love the smell of gunpowder in the morning, you've come to the right place. I have 6 mortars set up at disposal sites, 1 to the north, 1 to the east. All are packed with fireworks, enough gunpowder and bacon fat to turn bomb cores into fried bread. And speaking of bombs, I've released some Bombard blanks in the area. They're your disposal targets, you see. I made sure to choose particular dim-witted ones so they'd not wander off. Blast the bombards towards the mortar until the gunpowder catches fire, and ta-da, fireworks, bomb cores disposed, fireworks in the sky, and the crowd goes wild. Do I love this job? You bet your ash. Oh. You got all that? Great, just have a look around and get that energy flowing, and talk to me when you want to start. I'll be right here. Okay, so that's complete. Already get the Lady Yukata pink fly.
I would suggest do the actual thing as well.
Yeah, I see it. So this is obviously a daily quest, given it's got the rotating symbol on it.
Yep.
So, and this will give 10 pinwheels as a reward. It's called a Very Cherry Bomb. So it said there is a Very Cherry Bomb with your name on it if you only would speak with Janango. This quest is available for a limited time only, okay? So I guess this is a way to farm the pinwheels. So,
yeah.
Ready to roll? Blow those bombard blanks straight towards the mortar. Do it with style now. I've set 2 separate venues, one to the north and one to the east. Too many mortars in one place is a recipe for singed adventurers and crispy onlookers. So go to whichever, fry up the bombards in some pretty fireworks, and let me know how it went. Cool. So let's do that now.
Get one of these, obviously, and like they said, you have to hit him into these firecrackers here, and it has to be right in the center.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you done it!
Took me forever to hit one in the center. Wow.
Did Mithrie do in one go too?
Yeah, I mean, my quest is already done, so... I didn't see any fireworks, though. Oh, no, I did. There you go. There's one firework.
Yeah. Oh, that was just funny. That was just too funny.
There you go. I did one legitimately.
Nice. But seriously, that was just too funny.
And I did at the same time and got it in the...
Did you just do it like an instant shot then?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it says, are you good or are you good? You must have some practice blowing up things. Maybe. So it says, at first I was thinking, what is this rigmarole? Are we the Adventurer Guild or the Murmurs Guild? But the energy of the crowd has me all turned around. I've done all my share of helping out with guild functions. That's why I ended up a chaperone. But let's face it, I am just a mouth in the beam. This fair has a life of its own, you know? Something about the energy of clashing personalities. I mean, the Prim Plum Mario Morayu was either going to Garat Hamaga for his crazy ideas, or they were going to come up with a pretty fine event. That's what happened, right? The canon thing. Same with the rest of us, me and Ophelia included. And else mad Plegum Needle she may be, but Sister Fell's alright, I tell you. What a fair this year. It has such heart. Beats me how it happened. Okay. So it says, here's your take for the show, by the way. Well deserved. Come back anytime if you miss the gunpowder and bacon fat. I'll keep the mortars packed for you. Okay, so I'm going to get 10 pinwheels. So that's complete. Oh, so can you repeat this as often as you like?
Yes, you can repeat them as much as you want.
Cool. And all you have to do each time is just like we just did.
Yeah.
Alright then. So I won't be scared to use one of these then. So I'm going to use one now. Let's use on this bridge because it's a bit open space. Cool. So let's go to the next place. We need to go to Lower Lenosia, to near the Morrowby dry docks.
Yep.
Okay. Let's teleport straight there then.
Luckily, there's one near the town, so...
Won't let me teleport for some reason.
On it?
Yeah, it just says unable to teleport. Oh, it's because we're in
Straight out
combat.
the door.
Oh yeah, and Lily?
I'm out of combat now.
I'm out of combat.
Okay, let me
It's
try.
stopped now.
Yeah.
The music stopped. You're in combat when you hit those bombs for the quest.
Yeah, because I could see the bombs targeted on my mini screen.
I'm running there on my ult.
What, have you not got the area there yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, there's one near us.
To the east.
West on the map.
Oh, west there.
And then there's another one all the way up north.
Oh,
Am I supposed to go under or over or what?
under.
Okay.
Under.
Under, over, sexy cola.
Is it the same thing with these cactars and Majagora, or would you have to shoot these with cannon?
Shoot
With
them
cannons.
cannon. You actually shoot with a cannon. So you have to kind of time it just right because they have a time limit on it.
That makes sense.
Timer on it, yeah.
Another cutscene. So Moyaru, okay, says, "Ahoy! Welcome to the Cannon event. I like to think of this as an exhibition that packs a real punch and also family friendly. Look at the little ones in the audience." The chief chaperone told you what you'd be up to, yes? Demon slaying and lots of it. We've acquired some nice 18 Pons cannons. They make a big bang when they're fired at their targets. Sabatenders and Woma Dragoras in this case. And don't go hitting anything other than your intended targets. I think it's been mentioned once or twice that this is a family-friendly event. I mean, it's not as though someone would die or anything if they were to accidentally get blasted to the face, but a cannonball is still far from a flan puff. I shouldn't think it would be safe. Besides, it would be an extremely poor taste to shoot any future adventurers with the cannon. We can't have them thinking ill of the guild, and it certainly wouldn't be family friendly. Now, please think of everything I've said. If you decide you'd like to play by the rules, simply speak with me to participate. Okay, so let's complete, and we get the Lady Yukata blue fly. I think I'm actually going to try this blue one on as well. Let's see what it's like. Well, that's nice because that actually suits my tights.
You look pretty!
So let's see now, the Cannon Do Spirit, and this will give me 10 Bombard Blooms. So it says Moonfire Faire Chaperone, I can't be bothered to pronounce, is on alert for your call, for not many adventurers have the Cannon Do Spirit. Lovely, I do believe you understand the spirit of restraint and precision that is so important in professional adventurers. Now blast that 18 pounds cannon. You must hit the Woma Dragoras twice and any one Sabatenda Fatigo once. Very fleet of foot though, Sabatendars. Aim well, stray cannonballs are not appropriate for family events. And don't be shy, you could try the event as many times as you like. Do tell me when you've succeeded, however. You don't know how to use cannon fire? I can teach you if you like. Okay, so it says here artillery. So it says targeting artillery and pressing the confirm button will bring up a temporary hotbar containing a new set of artillery specific actions. Selecting an action will display a target circle indicating where the siege engine will fire. Position the circle carefully to maximize its effectiveness. Okay, so let's go do that. Oh, so I see they are running around pretty quickly.
Yeah, the cactus are.
Okay, so let me... Oh, it is quite a slow... What is it to shoot? Oh, two second cast, so I need to calculate 2 seconds in advance. Yeah, I'm rubbish at this.
I'm gonna go for a different cannon. I shot one!
Yeah, I got one of the
Yay.
woman agoras.
Got mine.
This is actually quite challenging. Cool, I got my second one, so now I need to try and get one of these Sabatenders.
I found it easy if you memorize the farthest point for them to go, and then as soon as they start heading back, and that's when you hit the button to fire.
Ah, I missed. Damn it. Cannon!
Yep, got it. So I just aim for the bit where they're going to slow down.
More or less, yeah.
Okay, so let's just turn this quest in. So he says, well done, the Chirurgians are quite bereft. They've naught to do, and the children in the audience loved it. They say they wish to join us. I do hope that's not a cannonball they're trying to... Oh dear. It's always one thing after another in this line of work. Chaperoning an event, I mean. Regular adventuring is quite tame in comparison. Why, I've had to tend to everything myself. Stronger leadership certainly wouldn't have been amiss, but we simply couldn't agree on whom to elect the chief chaperone. Hermager was the only one we could agree on. We agreed that he was not the first choice for any of us. Still, it hasn't been all bad having to steer our own events, and attendance has been excellent for both participants and audience members. You, for one, have been exemplary. I shouldn't think we've ever had a better live fire cannon exhibition. Very happy I am to present you with this reward. If you'd like to do it again, you know where to find me. Okay, so let's do these 10, get these 10 Bombard Blooms. Cool, so let's use one of these. Cool, the little mini fireworks. So the last quest is at the Blind Iron Mines all the way to the north.
Yeah.
So if we teleport back to Limsa and then go out of that gate, just to save ourselves half the run.
Okay.
And thankfully in my case, because I do have one of the one-time password authenticators, I can set one of my points as a free teleport, and I've set Limsa as my free teleport.
Yep.
Nice.
Which is very, very useful, especially because you could be anywhere in the world and I can still get to Limsa for free. So once we do this third quest, then that's pretty much it, right?
Yep. And then we come back to Limsa to get the last quest done.
Awesome. So not so bad this year. I remember last year we did the whole bomb farming and ash farming and stuff. It was me and Sunny Day, and then right at the end of the event, me and him tried on our bikinis.
You can actually buy the bikinis and the old version of the kimonos at the
Yeah, I already had them from last year, so
Yeah.
I bought the new stuff, and the old stuff is already in my armoire.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the event, when I get all the rewards, I'm going to just see if I can store all of the quest rewards in the armoire. I'll just go double check.
I have tested it earlier. And the 3 old kimonos you can store, but the 3 new kimonos you cannot, apparently.
Oh, I guess I'll
That's
add that
what
in
I
an
found
upcoming patch.
Yeah, I think so too.
So let's see. Okay, here is Ophelia. So let's see what Ophelia has to say.
Okay, you got there
another
before
cutscene.
me.
Yep, so, fresh meat for the elves. Just kidding. You're going to be on an elf in a moment, though. We call ourselves the Moonfire Marines, and you're the newest recruit. Don't look so green. The Sahagin have been keeping elves for Viangal years. We at the guild are just getting started, but they're tractable enough creatures. What a Moonfire Marine does is mount up on an elf for a round of firefighting. Elves have this funny quirk where you poke them in the side and they upchuck a belly full of cold water. We've some choice pillars of fire set up out there. Trout on over and saturate the flames with elf spit. Don't be shy now. Give the audience a show. They are there to get doused. No one who's standing there wants to stay dry. This sounds so wrong. It's been a baking hot summer if you haven't noticed. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Remember, there's some little ones out there who've never seen an adventurer. Make it look good or I'll be tempted to feed you to the elves. I'd like to see you try. Anyway, so I get the Lady Yukata red fly, so let's complete. Okay, so let me try on the red one, and then accept the quest. It's called Arousing Dows, and you can choose which sparklers you get, even though you can buy these from vendor as much as you like.
Yeah.
So it says, say the word to Ophelia, and the Moonfire Faire event Rousing Dows is yours to try and try again. This quest is available for a limited time only. So she says, alright, let's mount up and upchuck. No hesitation now. Saturate the pillars of fire set up on the spots I've marked. When you're ready to begin, just go straight east and talk to the Moonfire Marine there. Okay, so let's do that.
Hello. This is what you ride.
It's such a pretty mount.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's event only, so you won't be able to keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
there's-
it's a shame.
If you do the Sahagin Beast Tribe, you can get a mount just like this, just not the same color though.
Not as pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so it says mount off the Elst Rider, don't report back to Ophelia until you've saturated all 3 targets. Come to me instead if you fall off the Elst. Cool. Let's go. I think we should get like a covering screenshot for the event, just sitting on these mounts. Okay, that's one. Two. So it says, "Oh, you got me. I'm soaked through. If you were aiming for the fire, my mistake." Okay, so let's gather Ophelia on the mount so we can take a picture. Can you do emotes while on this mount?
Maybe? I don't know.
I guess we'll see
Yeah.
when we sit still.
You can do certain emotes on the mount.
Cool.
And if you get too close to the person, it will dismount you.
Oh, lame. Okay, let's do it around this rock then. Tell you what, Jade, can you come on the rock next to me?
Trying to. It's
Okay.
so adorable.
One more cheer. One. Okay, do it in 5, 4, 3.
That was a bit late of me.
Yeah. Oh, that'll do. I can then use it as a covering screenshot. So, yep, let's now dismount. Talk to Ophelia. So it says, "There you are. You did know I was just kidding about drenching the audience. Just kidding. Heard you did a great out there. I heard you did great out there. Okay. Made a good impression on the audience, didn't we? Especially the kiddies. Just, you cut quite a figure, I'm told. Once you go else back, you never go back." Okay. Am I right? So some of those little ones now say they want to be adventurers, and it's all thanks to you. Oh, you don't think so? Humility is a virtue, my mammy always said. It turns out she was just kidding. Best to accept a compliment graciously, my friend. Speaking of giving credit, Hermiger's the one who started on the do it for the children bit. He goes about pretending it was someone else's idea. But he's not fooling me. Families have turned out for the fair in droves thanks to him. Oh, he's awfully secretive about things he's actually good at, but he's a shrewd one, a practical man under all buffoonery. He's right that we need to put ourselves out there, think about the future of the guild instead of just living for today. Anyway, I better give you your reward. You've certainly earned it. You're welcome back amongst the Moonfire Marines anytime. The audience would love to return a performance, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm going to take the Gridania ones because I'm a Gridanian. Born and raised. So it says, you participated in all 3 Moonfire events. Return to the Aft Castle Lominsan to receive a special reward from Hermiger. Okay, so let's return to Limsa. I can teleport us there for free. Cool, so let's go to Aft Castle. So we're just over half an hour now, so it's not so bad.
But these are very, very fun mini games and events to do, so.
Yep.
Crikey, it's already like 10 at night, jeez.
Yeah.
I think we enjoy the game so much, don't we?
Oh, I see a summoner and he's all blue, damn it.
Where?
Over here. Awesome.
Blue's your favourite colour.
Yes, blue is my favourite colour. Love it.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
Yeah. I really want to change my evoker coat to that kind of colour or darker, so.
Yep. Okay, so the final quest is called Remember Me This Moonfire Faire, and I'll get 30 Lominsan Sparklers, 30 Bombard Blooms, 30 Pinwheels, and the Bomb Dance. So it says Hermiger has special rewards to give those who have completed all 3 Moonfire events. This quest is available for limited time only. Okay, accept. So it says, she ought to be here by now. Might be best to just sit tight. Phew, sure is hot. And there's nothing like a tip-top summer day, but it makes me think, I mean, how's that fair? That I'm here and you are? Damn it, don't go sneaking up on a man like that. I was just reciting the minutes from the last meeting, trying to memorize them. What can I help you with? You did what? Finishing all 3 events? Now that's what I call an adventurer. Went out there and made folks happy, eh? Made some little ones think that's the life for me, I'd wager. I'll wait till I tell you about the special rewards I've got laid aside. Oh, you're going to like this. I ordered a tip-top set of fireworks out of my own purse. And that's not all. I'll also teach you a Far Eastern dance more beautiful than anything you've ever seen. Now, I asked the chaperone to hold on the fireworks for me. Too sorely tempted to set them off myself, you see. Anyway, go and speak with her and make sure you don your red ladies Yukata like before. Okay, so I need to try on the other one. There you go. So let's talk to the chaperone. So here for those fancy fireworks. I'll bring them over to Hermiger when I get a chance. Right nice of him to lighten his own purse to make the fair a success. You know, as a show of gratitude, mayhap you'd be so inclined to do him a good turn. He hasn't been himself these last few bells, you see. Jumpy as a singed cat, hardly notices a thing. He's even talking to himself, so I had a listen. Best I can tell, he's waiting for someone who isn't showing. He keeps fussing that mayhap this mystery visitor went to the wrong place. She's on this ship, this restaurant, or at that tailor who does wool so nicely. So, well, I figure it's good. It's got to be the restaurant, the Bismarck. The harbour master doesn't allow willy-nilly visits to ships, and it's too hot today for a fitting, especially in wool. Do you think you could run over to the Bismarck and see if anyone's waiting for Hermiger? Okay, so let's do that. Where is the Bismarck?
The Culinarians Guild, I believe.
Culinarian Guild, yeah.
Culinarian. Okay, so let me use the teleport.
Yeah, the class that you dislike the most.
Yeah. This also made me the most money, so I shouldn't complain too much.
Okay.
Okay, here is the person, and here is the texture pack. So it's she says, am I looking for Master Hermiger? Oh, thank the 12. Did he send you to meet me? I'd nearly given up. I have a package for him, and I really must go. I have a table waiting and a translucent guest to charm. A merchant's life is run on an unforgiving clock. 1,000 pities I couldn't meet Master Hermiger. My customer thought the world of him. 'Tis for the boy's sake I wrote the good master and made the long journey to Lominsan. Well, that and to be fitted for a new blode. The boy, as I understand it, Master Hermiger's befriended him several years ago. A band of adventurers was attending to the Bombard menace. I believe the local children would come to spectate, and he was among them. His name was Chadwick, and he decided he wanted to be an adventurer, you see. Hermiger taught him much and more. He told the lad that when he was well enough, he'd bring him to Limsa for the Moonfire Faire. But the gods are cruel. His illness finally took him. In the last moon of his life, the boy asked about the Far East. He had dreamed of adventuring there. I think him and Master Hermiger together, he asked that I find a certain Eastern item and take it to the Master along with a message. I've got it right here. A twisted harmaki of the Far East, worn by warriors in traditional dance of prowess. Take it to Master Hermiger and these words of the boys too. I've gone east, you'll always be my best friend. Oh. Okay, so let's go back to Hermiga.
Ah!
They do mention
Yeah.
the Far East a lot in these events, like in this event and the Heaven's Drum. And I'm guessing that the idea of Rogue and Ninja is going to be coming from the Far East as well. So who knows if we'll actually get to go there at some point.
That's actually where Yugiri comes from.
Yeah. So I wonder if that will also be... Who knows? Maybe we'll go there in the expansion. I guess we have to just wait and see. So let's see what Hermiga has to say. So he says, "Ha, a runner just came by with your tip-top set of fireworks. That's one reward done. Now for that dance lesson. You've never seen its like, the war dance of the Far East. You have something for me, but I'm to give you rewards, not the other way around. On the other hand, I always like a present. Okay, so let's give the twisted hamachi. So it says, banana-like headwear worn in the Far East during certain festivities. Or festivals, not festivities. Ah, cutscene. So Chadwick, this is from him. They told me he left no words at the end. They gave him potions to ease the pain, and he slept the last week. Let's see, East. He was a skinny little thing, you know how it is. There's always young ones getting underfoot if you're working in a fair-sized hamlet. It wasn't safe, so my alchemist friend scared them off, but one of them just kept lurking there, sulking here. Finally, we figured it was safer to just have this boy doing chores instead of falling out of trees. You never saw such joy. All Chadwick wanted was to sign his name in the big book at Revenant's Toll. All he wanted. We knew after the first day. The canker is in him, my friend said. Too deep to cut out, too strong to poison. But I felt in my bones that Chadwick and I were meant to journey together, so he could possibly die. I showed him a few things, crafting and the like. What a quick pupil he was, bright as a lamp, brave as a lion, read like a scholar too, taught me a dance from a book. A book, can you believe that? The Rites of the Far East. Always looking east he was. I've wondered why Chadwick asked me not to say goodbye. Now I know, and it makes me proud. Just look at him. He's an adventurer now, sending me exotic gewgaws from his wandering. Have to play the really sad music, don't they? So, see all the young ones at the fair and all around you. One of them, one at least, is going to mean something to you. And when you lose him, if you lose him, it's going to be like there's a tree growing in your heart and it got chopped right down. That's miserable.
One way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about the worst thing I've felt, and I wouldn't trade it away for all the world. We've journeyed together, Chadwick and I, nowhere as long as we wanted to, but we travelled the road a while. Who's to say the dead don't travel? If the 12 had any sense, they'd keep the young ones out of their mighty halls and out adventuring in the sun and under the moon. Else they'd be underfoot, eh? So now we dance adventurer, dance and dream of the Far East, learn it well and perform it for others. That's it, Electric Bomb Dance, a rite of summer suitable in settings both staid and strident. So you call that a step, Mithrie? Lift and stamp, drop your hips, drop it like it's 18 tons. Now give me that hand clap. Okay, so that's it. So I'm gonna get all these rewards complete. So you've learned the emote bomb dance. Cool. And I just got the achievement All Fair in Love and War. So let's see where that achievement is stored. It's like all of you are in sync on my screen.
Not on mine, only me and Panda.
Yeah. So it's interesting that I do have an achievement from last year for the Moonfire Faire, but there's also the new achievement this year. But this year's one doesn't give you a title, but at least it gives you a dance. So let me see if I can actually do this dance at the same time.
I'm in sync with Panda and Jade.
On my screen, on my screen, all of you are in sync. I'm just going to block off texture pack because he's the least important. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let me see if I can just do this dance. 1 second. I'm just trying to. When does this dance actually start? Like, which is the move?
At the second clap. See, and then after this, it's on
Right
the
now.
third clap now.
Hang on, I'm still trying to get it onto my
Now.
bar.
Get ready now.
Oh, sorry, I was in the wrong tab. So you have to go to the persistent tab, Bond Dance. Let me put it here.
Should be right now. Ah, you missed it again.
Hang on. So, give me a countdown.
Look carefully
Yeah.
at what we're doing and
Right now.
we'll try and do.
Yeah, okay. So it's when your arms go up, so I need to
Yeah,
time it for
arms
them.
up.
Now.
No, I was a bit too early. Let me try again.
Now.
No, there's
Ah.
maybe it's
Now.
lag or whatever. When you say now, it's too early for me. There you go. I might have to make this the cover of the video instead.
You might do.
What do you think? It's nice that they're
really cool
answering.
dance.
Yeah, but it's really awesome as well. Like when I upload the video, you'll see how all 5 of us are dancing perfectly in sync.
Yeah. I would like to see that, Mithrie, because on my screen, we're all not in sync.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Even this person that's like standing in front of us, even they're perfectly in sync as well on my screen. Okay,
Cool.
so that's it. That's it for the Moonfire Faire for 2014. And I guess we'll see how they change it for next year. You can always go back as well to the Moonfire Faire vendor to pick up extra rewards as well. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, goodbye from Mithrie, goodbye from Honey Jade, from Texture Pack, from Zelly, and from Panda.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.